Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for something extremely exciting. We just made a quantum leap from the last episode of Chatterbox. Today, we will be riding the cream of the mountain biking crop, the absolute cherry on the top of this community that's grown in the world. We are riding Derby, Tasmania. Get yourselves locked in, because it's gnarly out here. This place is absolutely phenomenal. I'm losing my breath because I'm so excited. We just dropped into a track called Roxanne. Let's get into it. Little climb up to start with. Let's just stop for a second and look at where we are. Look at this place. Blows me away every time I get up here. Let's get into the action. So we've just had a little bit of rain, just dusted the tracks a little bit. Yesterday they were extremely dry, but yet weirdly tacky. And it's a bit strange out here in Derby where the dirt just magically just grabs onto your tires and just makes you happy. But today we've added a little bit of moisture, so those rocks, those roots are going to be slippery. But the dirt, however, it doesn't get any better. Tight little rock garden. Woo! We were quick into that one, taking some fast lines. Look at this BMX track. Look at this place, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely phenomenal. Coming over here, roller. Gee, ready? Watch these corners. Ooh, big one. Love this. Oh yeah. Does it get any better? I don't know. Medina, prove me wrong, because this place is ticking all the boxes. Rocks everywhere. Maybe that's why it's called Roxanne. I love it, because we're flowing such great speeds here, and you're just dodging through the rocks, tucking and weaving, getting smooth, getting rowdy. And there's gaps if you're brave enough to look for them. I don't know, I'm kind of to a certain degree on preservation mode, because we're on to day 4, I think, of our phenomenal Tasmania road trip, and I want it to stay as epic as it's been for the last few days. Now, from what I remember, very gnarly rock garden coming up. Let's see what we can do. Try and stay safe through here. You're kidding. The chunder is real. The stoke is real. Let's go. Made that one happen. Definitely faster ways through it, but I'm quite happy with that. But look at the way these trails just flow into the landscape and make use of all that incredible natural granite highline here. Drop into a midline, smash that berm. Shoulder high berms, shoulder high awesomeness. This track does get a fair bit of use by the looks of it, and because of that, oh, gap there. Don't mind if I do interrupt the commentary for a little gap. But yeah, track's getting some use, which means they're extremely well kept. And that's one thing that blows me away about Derby. No matter where you go, every track is spotless. If you manage to get a stick out here in Derby, you're doing something. Bit of a gap, a burn, whoa, slay that one. You gotta also be kind of safe down here, because this is a black run, so you never know what kind of nasty little surprises will be catching you out. But every time I throw my leg over the rig, throw my leg over the cone dog, and get out here in Derby, my mind is blown and my smile is ear to ear. And Roxanne is no exception. Crazy, awesome flow. And we continue. It just keeps on going. Manual that gap. Woo! Got a bit back heavy on there, but we gotta manage our braking situation. Quick brake, sharp corner, and carry our speed. Another big manual. Keep it going. Woo! I love this. Woo! Woo! Back wheels going everywhere. It's still a bit slippery, just enough to keep things spicy, keep things epic. And I think they have done a phenomenal job with that track, keeping me stoked. Let's get on to the next one. We're cutting back in. I don't know about that sign, but that strikes fear into the heart of many. 2 double blacks this way. We're going Detonate. Things are about to get rowdy. And last time I rode Detonate, oh, dearie me, forgotten to put my goggles on. See, that's what happens when you get ahead of yourself. You get complacent and you forget stuff. Let's try it again. Last time I was out here, I was on a cross-country bike, and it was back when I was quite a bit smaller. So I'm gonna be making sure that I try and take it safe down here, because I reckon that's grounds for me to be able to say this is new to me. And also, oh, look at the manuals. And all the same, I'm gonna be trying to do some stuff on site. Okay, taking a bit of a wrong line there by the looks of it. That's a lily pad. Oh my goodness. That looks so sick. Not gonna on-site that one. Let's have a little look around. Let's see what's going on down here. Okay, the recce look is complete. Okay, here comes the lily pad. Really sharp drop in there. And we go up and in. Let's go. We're through. And we'll keep on making our way down. Completely blind into this stuff. Woo! That is a chunky number. Here we go. This is what we remember. Okay, navigated that one successfully. Here's the big dog. Oh man, this is scary. Woohoo! Ha! Ah, it's so good. We just ticked off a bucket. I can't even talk, I'm so stoked. We just ticked off a bucket list item, ladies and gentlemen. I can't get over how big this place is. It's like a cathedral. I think we walk up and we have another crack. I'm starting to get a pretty good idea why this was the #1 track for EWS. Let's get into it. Oh yeah, sorry if I went quiet there. If I go quiet, one of two things have happened. Either I'm scared or I'm unconscious, because this trail is just freakishly good. Oh my goodness, this is big. Oh, sometimes I forget that, yeah, it's a black diamond, so it's gonna be crazy. Big rock roll, nothing too crazy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Man, oh, this place and this track more specifically just keeps on surprising me. And I think that a trail like this, or a trail in Tasmania that's got a double black, it sure as hell deserves it. This is, let's foot off. Oh yeah, sick little gutter to get your wheel in there. What I was saying, if it's got a black diamond, it deserves it. Respect it and make sure that it doesn't eat you up, because if given the chance, it will. We're back onto something a bit more civilized. We're onto lower fliggity sticks. Oh, this track is renowned for its speed and flow, and let's see what we can do with it. Now, that Detonate stuff up top, you know, it may not be the fastest way through it. It may not be the craziest thing you've ever seen, but I am stoked with how I rode that, especially for the first time seeing it in, I mean, it had pretty much all completely blacked out on me. I'd forgotten all of it, but it was terrifying nonetheless. A bucket list item ticked off, and we get to finish it off with some of the nicest, smoothest, flowiest corners. Just look at that. Oh my goodness. Woo! Does it get much better? Oh man. And like I said before, this is all part of one EWS stage. Detonate into lower flickety sticks, and that was 2018 trail of the year for EWS. Please get in the comments and correct me if I'm wrong, but all of these routes are slippery. That was not a very good line, but you know what, make a couple bad lines and you learn from it. The best thing about mountain biking, everyone's progressing, everyone's getting better, and nobody is immune to that. Everyone's getting better. But I think we're starting to flatten out a bit, and right at this point in the stage, it would start to hurt, start to separate the strong guys from the people who maybe took it a bit easy in the off season, and it'll start to come out right about here. And I cannot get over how smooth this place is. Every single inch of this place is just absolute perfection. We had bit of a storm last night and everything's already gone. Not a sight, not a trace. Let's get a manual and a jump. Woo! Oh, this is a blue trail, I think. Maybe even a green trail, but there's little delights like that sprinkled everywhere. Jumps to test out the people who are maybe going a bit quicker. Let's get up on the rocks. This could be our last corner, or nearly at the end. Oh yeah. Let's get a bit of speed up and whoop, hit that jump into the finishing arena. Oh, you can feel the tires drifting. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm loving this place. Let's get more. Let's go. Woo. Oh, look at this place. Look how beautiful it is. And look at the trails. Oh, everything out here. I don't understand. It's just all so perfect. Everything just makes sense. Everything's been planned. Everything's been thought out. Not a single stone has been left unturned. We're going into a track called Deadly Bugger. Starting off with big sand. Wow. Woo. And then another big sand. Whoa, sent that one a bit deep. Too many bunnies on that one. Wow. I don't know if this track gets ridden a huge amount. I'm not sure why that is. Actually, it's in a little corner of the network that wouldn't get touched by riders who are seeking out the double black experience. Actually, not double black, it's only single black. But unfortunately, I don't think it gets ridden as much as maybe the big dogs that we're about to see later on in this episode of Chatterbox. But as you can see, we're having a pretty damn good time, and any trail that has jumps, bumps and berms makes me happy. So this track is making me happy. Look at it. I am in my element. Super stoked. Got a little bit of pedaling in here. Never heard anybody a little pedal, did it? Up over the bus stops, cranking it around, dropping that outside foot for these slippery corners. They'll take you out if you're not careful. And woo, bit of drift. We might be coming up on the end here, hit that causeway, back on the pedals, climb up to the top to choose your own adventure. On for more. Chuck on your goggles, but make sure they're not too tinted, because we're going into the Derby Tunnel. Echo! Woo! This is cool. We're riding through an old mine shaft. It's been recommissioned. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see anything. You guys might be blind down there, because I'm telling you, I can barely see anything. The scary part about this is that I'm probably a few inches too tall to be able to stand upright in this thing. I am just having to crouch down here. First thing you notice when you get in here, temperature drops about 10 degrees, just plunged into a cold tunnel and out the other end, safe and sound. Woo! I'm so glad they've done that. Super, super cool nod to the history of this area. And if you're coming to Tassie, and by extension coming to Derby, first thing you'll notice, after you notice the exceptional track, is the history. And you'll notice that this place is not just a mountain biking destination, but it sits on an extremely significant part of this town's history. And it is really good to see that that has been woven into this absolute gem of a network. Okay, let's take a look at this sign before we drop in. That's what we're after right there. Ere you gone. Ere you gone. If you're not fluent in butchered Australian English, that translates to how are you going? How are you going? We're going awesome, because we're dropping into what you could basically call Australian A-line. Some of the biggest, most incredible berms and jumps. Look at this, look at this, look at this place. We are going massive, trying to get this jump to manual here. Oh my, man, throw them out wide and never let them back. Look at these jumps. Oh, it's so hard to stay composed here. The stoke is insane. Jump into this. Whoa! Oh man, get crazy on there. Big gap here. 1, 2, and then step down 3. Man, this track, I reckon, I've ridden A-line, and I reckon this is better, because while A-line is an awesome trail. It is covered in brake bumps. You can't get a break from it. You see what I did there? But this one is the smoothest you'll ever experience because there's not any need to brake. You don't need to brake in this. So where are the brake bumps gonna form? So this track ends up being ridiculously smooth. We track across the road, check both ways for cars. We don't want to become a cyclist sandwich. Ooh, roost our way through there, throw it out to the left, throw it out to the right, scrub our way across that way. Went a bit deep. Oh my goodness, look how big these berms are. Drop off that rock there. Whoa, man, I gotta take it easy. I'm gonna get too excited out here. Big rock, big berm. I think that might be the first pedal stroke we've taken this whole track, and I didn't even need to take it. High line there, immaculate berms, roller, jumps everywhere, and every single jump out here works phenomenally, just perfectly. They all just flow into each other. Nothing required from you other than to just stay stoked and just make your way through it. Tricky little jump down here, gap over, and try not to go too far left. But look at the speed we're getting through here. And then into the depths. Across a little creek crossing, G into that little pit there. Pump our way into a straightaway. Let's get some of these transfers. Okay, so we're gonna start on the right, work our way over to the left, back over to the right, scrub the back wheel there. Woo! Backside of this guy, jump to manual. Will it happen? It happens. Oh yeah. Come on up. Look at the size of this place. Big drift. Woohoo! Stalled out a little bit there, but we're stoked. We are loving this. I hope you're loving it down there, legends, because I am grinning ear to ear. Couldn't be happier. This section rewards someone who can pump through here, keep their bar close to that. Pump, pump. Get that BMX skill in, and you won't need to grab any pedals anywhere. You can just let your bike do the work and stay off the brakes. A little wall ride there, and then when it gets big, it gets really big. Throw this one out. Oh, big one. Yeah. Wow. How good. These ones you can go as big as you want. Oh yeah. And then, woo. Haha. And then, I'm not very good at these hips. Let's see what we can do. Stalled a little bit. Here comes another big one. Let's see if we can land it to manual. Oh yeah. Straight into it. Turn down into that. Into a big old berm. Now those berms are so smooth. It blows me away. Big old G out. Whoa. Try not to land flat. Carry some speed. Oh, you guys just copped a face full of fern just then. And when I mean you guys, I mean GoPro mounted on my chin. Oh, let's put in a couple pedals. Never hurt anybody. And pump our way down into the intersection. Hipping across these rocks. Getting stoked. Staying stoked. Smile on your dial. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Air Yagan, Tasmania. Woo! We love this. Let's go.
Alrighty, that is a wrap on Chatterbox episode 3. It's been awesome having you on in beautiful Blue Derby, Tasmania. Absolutely love this place. Can't get over the trails. If you can see the trailhead behind me, well, you can't actually see the trailhead. You can see the Trouty Rock. Clouds are starting to roll in and the weather's starting to get nasty. So I think we're going to wrap it up and end it on a high note. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you coming in and checking out these videos. If you want to see more, come down in the comments. Let me know your favorite track in Derby. And if you haven't been to Derby, make sure you get here because this place is nuts. I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one, legends. See you later.